YOLO. Mima!
I need to get in there.
No, you don't.
Yes,
Just
I did.
give me the thing.
Rinse it out good.
Rinse that in the bucket so those
I
shavings...
did.
Well, there's freaking shit
Well,
in
I
there.
can't rinse it. I just dumped it. Here.
Say hi to the people, Mima.
Hi.
You're on camera.
Okay, rinse this out, please.
Stop yelling.
Well, you're irritating me.
Well, you irritate me every day.
Rinse that, please.
Hello, Natasha, Leah, Larry. Hello, Israel.
Good night.
She gone. Hello, Michael. Stephanie. For everybody who got invited to the Spoonman Farms page, sorry, sort of. I don't know what happened, but okay. So here's what happened. Well, I don't know exactly what happened, but this is what happened from my end. I created Spoonman Farms page. Fuck. Man, 15 years ago or more. What's up, Ben? Hello, Greg. What's up, Riggs? 15 years ago or more, I created the Spoonman Farms page. When I moved here, I changed the address to here, but that was created under my old Facebook account that was hacked and abandoned, essentially. And I thought, oh, so I couldn't do anything with Spoonman Farms because I didn't control it anymore, even though I created it. It just was there in the ethos. So every time I went live, I always clicked. Oh, I got no freaking... I got no comments, Meemaw. Meemaw, why are you being antisocial? All right, well, there you have it. Welcome to Life with Meemaw, everyone. So... well, she's already gone, so... Sorry. So anyway... Oh, whatever. It is what it is. Every time I go live, every time I make a post, I always tag Spoonman Farms. And somebody even came here one time to pick up merchandise, and they said they punched in. They said Spoonman Farms showed up on their Google Maps. Now, that's never happened to me. I've never been able to find it, so I have no idea. But anyway, I went last night. No, yeah, I made the post yesterday for Steve Hansett, who was serviceman or veteran of the month, and I tried to tag Spoonman Farms, and it didn't show up. The only thing that showed up was close, because it just goes by geographically close to whatever. CBI was the first thing that came up. I think Slopeside Restaurant came up, and maybe Roth. I don't know what that's called. There's a bed and breakfast down the street. But Spoonman Farms was nowhere to be found. I even typed in Spoonman Farms, nothing. Which normally it just popped up. So I thought, oh, well, I guess finally that page is disappeared. I don't know. So I searched for the page and I couldn't find it. So I assumed that, I guess maybe it just, because there was no activity. Because like Silas, I can tag Silas in a post because I created a Facebook account for him, whatever, 10 years ago. I created a Facebook account for him, but I don't fucking know what it is, but I could tag him and it lights up. But like I can't tag him in Team Spoonman because he's not a member of Team Spoonman because I can't invite him because I can't find his account. So it may be the same kind of thing. I don't know, but I couldn't find it, and so I created a new Spoonman Farms page. There's nothing on it. Literally, I had two pictures, one of the chicken house sign and one of the swimming area thing, and I put those two pictures on there and created the page to try to restart it. And I kept trying to tag it, and it wouldn't let me tag the space. And so tonight it let me. So I don't know if that means I've got it. I don't know if solved is the right word, but we'll see. Anyway, it just said, do you want to... It said invite people to Spoonman Farms. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I clicked on the thing, and then it said invite 1,000. It said invite 1,000. So I'm like, okay. So I just clicked it. So it invited I don't know how the first 1,000 people on my friends list, or I don't know. So anyway, if you got an invite to Spoonman Forums, whatever. Maybe I'll put pictures on there, because now it shows up on my account, which sucks, because every time it comes up, it's one or the other. I don't know. All right, well, let's see if we can find something to oblige Boris. Well, it's not Mother's Day yet. Maybe tomorrow I'll take some time and I'll try to find Mother's Day drinks for tomorrow. I saw my mom today. She was over here. We had a cookout. Meemaw had a cookout, I guess. I was here for it. I was mostly responsible for taking Jensen on four-wheeler rides. And, so we did that. So her mom was here, my mom was here, the boys were here, and Jensen was here. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to get him here tomorrow. I was trying to get him here tomorrow. There may be. Tomorrow I'm going to be calling some roosters to say there's too many. We need to get rid of some. So tomorrow may not be a good day for pictures of roosters. I could, there is an option on the page. I could make Meemaw a person on the page, and then she can post pictures on there. Right? Oh yeah, that was so Kelly, we drove the big four-wheeler. I ran into Trevor today. So Trevor he bought 100 acres next to my house, and I ran into him today, and I said, "Hey, do you mind if I take Jensen through the woods or whatever?" He's like, "No, it's for you, buddy. Do whatever." So. But it's not like our woods. Like where we go through the woods over next to the house, I cut trees down. Like I made a path. I'm not cutting trees down in his woods. So it's kind of slow and just, I don't really know if he liked going through the woods. We did cross the creek. There's a little tiny creek over there. We had to cross the creek, which he cried at first he didn't want to. And then we went to go back to the house and then he said he wanted to go. So then we did cross the creek. So I'm not sure if he liked that or not, but you just so slowly have to matriculate your way through. You can't ride because it's fucking woods. It's thick ass pine trees. So I'm not sure if he'd like that or not. We'll see next time he comes. I got the permission to drive through there if we want to. So if he wants to, we will. If not, he just likes to make the quick loop around, I guess. I own the other side of the creek by the not that Hunter's Creek is a big creek, but this creek I'm talking about up there is like 3 feet across. It dries up in the summertime, but right now it's running water because it's so wet. But I thought I own across the creek in front of the house, and there's a big flat land over there. So I thought if I could find a place to cross down there, when he's not here, I could drive through the woods and run shit over and cut some trees down, and we could do that. I don't know if he would enjoy that or be scared, but I don't know. We'll get there. Okay. That was today. Anyway, there's the duck. We got 162 ducks sold so far. So that's a decent start. The problem is, unless you beat people over the heads with it over and over and over and over all week, every day, it doesn't, it goes slow for a week or two, and then last week, everybody gets off their ass and starts buying ducks, and it goes fucking crazy. And we sell more ducks in the last 2 days than we do in the first 27 days. So it's it is what it is. As long as they get sold, it's just stressful to think that we're not going to make it. We're not going to hit our goal. We're not going to get where we want to get. And at some point, you don't really want to sell more and more and more every year because it's a lot of work to find them. Count them, dry them, clean them up, get them ready for next year, but we'll see how it goes. I'll keep making posts and aggravating people, and hopefully... Oh, damn, we could have done this yesterday for sure. This is going to be red. Alright, this is called Tight Snatch. Alright, I can turn this off now. I got comments back. I just wish that I would have comments right from the giddy up. My life would be much better. I thought Meemaw would be down here today, but it does not seem so. We both were. I was just. As soon as everybody left, my back hurt, and I said, I got to lay down. And I laid on the couch, and I fell asleep, and I don't know how. I was asleep for an hour or something. And then I woke up. She was in the kitchen cleaning up, so looks like everything's cleaned up, which is great. I mean, we drug everything in, put all the food away, but all the dishes, bowls, crock pot, everything was just dirty on the counter. Hello, Meemaw. Meemaw, I thought you'd be down here. Your fans are looking for you. See? Riggs is looking for you. All right, this is called Tight Snatch. Happy Mother's Day. Coconut rum, peach schnapps, pineapple juice, cranberry juice. It's not quite a bar spiel, but pretty solid. That sounds like the shut your ass. You weren't invited. Your cup's sitting right there. I see it. I'll fill it right now if you get your ass down here. I should get my patriotic duck up here. I don't know where I'd put him. Let's stand him in the corner, maybe. There you go. Meemaw. Meemaw. I hear that ice machine dumping ice in the garage makes me happy. Oh yeah, she doesn't have to work tomorrow. That's right. Yeah, but you don't have to work till noontime. Unless you want to come up and help me wrangle chickens in the morning. Wrangling chickens to eliminate them, for lack of better terms, is not very much fun. And it sure isn't easy. And it's really not easy once you get the first one. Nemo, did you check on the chicks up at the thing? Because I opened the door up and they were outside. I'm just curious if... I guess they would go back in. They got their mom with them. Hello, Megan. Oh, here you go. Here's a bar spiel for you. This one will be bigger. Callie, stop it. It's Mother's Day. Trying to be nice. It's Mother's Day. Where's Boris now? I got one for you, Boris. Twinkling Tropical Punch. Why twinkling? I do not know. Oh, anybody who wasn't here yesterday, wait, what day is today? Today's Saturday. Cool, it feels like Sunday, which means I don't have to go to work tomorrow. So today's Saturday. So not tomorrow, but Monday night we'll be on the podcast. No, I did not check on them. I didn't realize you opened the door. Well, they seem fine. Jensen and I checked them out. He said they're getting big. That's what he told me. He said, "Ooh, Papa, they're getting big." I said, "They sure are, buddy." We should really do a strawberry rum drink. Look at that. We could empty a bottle right there. This is what I got. I got to go through some shit. That's what I do every once in a while. I find something we didn't drink for a while, and then I Google it and end up with 15 drinks with one kind of something or the other in it. All right. This is a lot of mixers. Orange juice. Hello, Diane. Where's everyone tonight? Why is it so quiet? Oh, I got a voicemail today. I didn't recognize the. Actually, I was outside when I was outside with Jensen out front, riding the little four-wheeler. My watch beeped and it said I had a voicemail because I didn't have my phone. My phone was inside. I like not having my phone. I like living in the moment. But anyway, my phone was inside. My watch beeped, said I had a voicemail. And I came in, I forgot about it. And then I came in and I listened to the voicemail. And it was from Robert David. So Robert David III is an employee at the Slatington Farmers Market. And I don't know if I think it was either the first or second time that we were set up there. He came by to see if we needed anything, whatever, asked what we did. We got into a conversation. He told me his grandfather had served. And I said, oh, why don't you nominate him? So we nominated him, and this month we sent him out a package. Well, he doesn't have social media or anything like that. So he called me today. I don't know. I started putting my phone number on the bottom of the paper when I signed it because, some people want to reach out. Some don't. Some people want to reach out and they don't know how to get in touch with us unless they go through Facebook. If they're on Facebook and I know they're on Facebook because I'll look for them before we send the package out, I'm not worried about it because then I friend request them and invite them to the group and the whole thing. But this one here, I sent him, "What's up, monster?" And he left me a voicemail today. So if I can, I don't know if I can figure out how to record the voicemail, save it, and post it, I'll post that. I'll make a post. I won't have a picture, but I'll make a post for him, and I'll include that and see. But anyway, that's the second veteran package we sent out, and it has been received. Very appreciative. His message was appreciative, which is great. So, listen, people thank me, I thank you, because without you, there is nothing. So, oh yeah, there's a bar spill. Also, red could have been done last night. A lot of times when you put pineapple juice in, it doesn't. I don't know. Right, that looks like Red Death, as a matter of fact. Hello, Kenneth. Ken, what did fucking, damn it. Oh, Jared said that I should ask you if you got your grass cut today. I don't know what that means, but it seemed to be some sort of an inside joke. I pulled the Ken today and took a nap. I'm not going to lie. All right, this is called Twinkling Tropical Punch. Coconut rum, lime rum, pineapple juice, orange juice, grenadine, and Sprite. And that is a bar spill, boys and girls. And I don't know where Natasha is, but here, cheers to Natasha Bars if you're watching, or whenever the fucking CCP put your TV back on. That's interesting. I like the lime in there. There you go. You got it done. Great job, Paw Patrol. No, Kelly doesn't cut the grass. Kelly doesn't like the zero-turn mower. Ken's still kicking himself over that one. He screwed up. He was doing fine with his ride mower, and then he got a zero turn, and she abandoned, jumped ship on that one. We did talk about golfing also. Oh shit, I gotta message my stepdad. I would love to cut the grass. Papa just doesn't let me. You can cut the grass. I don't care. You're gonna have to ride around with Jensen on your lap, though. I don't know how you feel about that. Oh, honey's empty. Hello, Brady. Stupid. I'll tell you what, Ken. I don't know how. I like to collect the clippings to dump. Meanwhile, you can cut the grass. You got to put the clippings around the plants in the garden. That's the only thing. You certainly could weed whack. Meanwhile, I got 2 rose bushes for Easter, for Mother's Day. So I had to find somewhere to plant them. You could weed whack away. You're not going to hurt my feelings. You can weed whack all day long. I hate weed whacking. That's why I don't do it. I weed whack about every 3 clippings. Maybe. The problem with weed whacking is I got 7,000 miles to weed whack because there's too many fences and rocks and shit. Anyway, I gotta make a place for her rose bushes. They're going in a corner somewhere because I got too many corners. I think out front. I think where the wall is out front, there's a corner on the wall, and I can't mow in there. So it ends up being like 3 feet that I can't get the mower in there. So I think I'm gonna build a little stone wall out in front of that wall and put the rose bush in the corner. That's the plan. I might build a wall all the way across in front of it, like, because it really slopes up to it. So if I build a little stone wall, like a foot in front of it, I could put the rose bush in the corner, maybe plant some blueberry bushes along there. Blueberries would be fun to have. You know, you got to net them or the birds eat them all, but we'll see. I might. And there's 2 trees also right next to it, because they made this driveway. When they did the driveway, they made it way bigger than I thought they were going to, which is awesome. I'm glad they did it. But I didn't think they were going to do what they did. And they went right over to the trees and right around them. And I can't mow. The mower doesn't fit between the trees. And now they ramped, like, the driveway's 8 inches higher than the grass. So I got to get soil and build that up, which I was going to do today, but it was so swampy. I decided to wait till next weekend. Hopefully the yard's not so mushy. But I got to build that all up. And then in between those trees, I'm just going to put a rock wall around those trees since I can't mow between them. And I think we're going to put 1 rose bush in between the trees and 1 in the corner. That's the thought in my head. Jared said he thought that would be a good idea too. The problem is they're Mima's rose bushes, so they got to go. She's got to approve it. It's got to be Mima approved. She's fussy. So we'll see. Hello, John. I wish, like, all along the stone wall, Ken, or like the little thing around the fire ring, like, I dug that out. When I built that area, I mixed concrete in a pan. I poured concrete. I stacked a wall up in stone, laid it in concrete, and in front of it, I made a trowel width of a trough, and then I filled that with big river rocks out of the creek out front. So when the water comes down from the yard, it just follows that around. Also, I can mow it right to. I drive the mower on top of the rocks, so I don't have to weed whack that edge. But I still got to weed whack along the fence, the chicken run, up to the top, down the other fence, and then all around the front, down the wall on both sides, all around the garden, all around that wall, all the way up, all around 70,000 fucking trees. So that's why I don't weed whack every mow. I weed whack about every 3 mows, and so the part that has to get weed whacked is 1.5 foot high, a foot high, usually. It's rough in the spring because it grows like fucking lack of a better term, like weeds. So it is what it is. But, you know. I should really quit drinking today because I don't know what the hell's going on, but I woke up with cramps in my shins last night. I said to her, I don't know what I freaking did. I mean, I dug a lot around the garden. But that doesn't seem like a shin workout. I guess it must be. It's weird to get a shin cramp. There's no muscles there. It's crazy. I don't know. All right, let's do a purple people eater shot. It's not going to be a shot, but we're going to make it. I don't understand it, Kelly. Like, I don't know. I mean, if I was running, I would get it. It's sort of like, I mean, I wouldn't get, I'm not saying I would get it. I would understand it. Didn't make any sense to me. I got to build a flag too. I got the parts out in the garage. I got to assemble them, and I got to paint the stars. Oh, it just kept, and it was this morning. It was like I laid in bed too long. It's been, you know, it's been not a rough week. It just was a long week, and so I was tired. And I know I woke up at whatever time, 4:30, 4:45, and I think I laid in bed till 6:15 or 6:30, and then my back hurt all day, and my body's not meant for. I got to get up and go when it's time. If I would have thought about it, I would have went down in the garage and started on that flag. I got to start building maybe tomorrow. We'll see what I do tomorrow. We'll see what the weather is and shit tomorrow. What happens? Trevor, that I previously talked about, four-wheeling over there, he's got a garden, and he said he's like, he goes, do you do tomatoes and peppers? And I said, yeah. I said, I have a magnesium. Man, I can't. Kelly, I drink so much fucking salt water, and now Element, which is magnesium rich, I don't know. I do got a new thing, though. I have a new hydration thing on my body, and temper is shot. Oh, I was at Lowe's today. I had to get a new toilet. Did I tell the toilet story? I don't know if I told that story. Let me think. I don't think I did. Here's a story for you. I don't know if I told the story or not. Hello, Mary. Goes back a week. Not the toilet story. The backstory of the toilet story. Which, I don't really know if it... I guess you don't need the backstory. The only reason I give you the backstory is because I'm a person who comes home from work and goes until it's time to not go. I come home from work, I do what I got to do, I go and go and go and go, I take a shower, I hit the bed, and I'm out. That's the way my life functions. It just doesn't, that's just how it goes. But whatever it was, I came home, I felt like a pile of shit, and I'm just like, I gotta lay down. So, So I came home and I laid on the couch, and I turned on the TV, and I watched, I don't know what I watched. I watched some shit. I watched Reacher, I think. I finished the first season of Reacher, I think. And for 3 hours or whatever. I woke up, or I got up off the couch at 9 o'clock or something. I don't know. And I was still tired. I was literally going to take a shower and go to bed. And I literally was on the couch for 4 hours or whatever it was. So I went in the bedroom. I walked in the bedroom door, and I was like, I heard water, and I'm like, Nemo left the fucking sink on? Because I literally came home and laid on the couch. I mean, I got the eggs and did whatever I had to do. But I walked in the bedroom, and I heard water, and I'm like, did she leave the sink running or something? And I turned a corner, And when you turn the corner, I can see the sink. Sink wasn't running. And I'm like, oh, she must have the shower on. Halfway there, my socks were wet. I'm like, what the fuck? The tank on the toilet had a giant crack right across the front of it, and water was spread. There was water every fucking where. I don't know how long it was running. I don't know, whatever. The vanity was wet on the front of the vanity. The shower wall, like it's a glass shower wall. The shower wall was wet. There was water running down that, and it was a half an inch deep on the floor. And I shut the water off at the floor, got the shop vac out of the basement, took the filter out of it, and just started sucking up water. And I sucked up a lot of water. And, yeah. So, yeah, I replaced the toilet today. But I was at Lowe's, Ken. I was at Lowe's today. And probably the toilet that I had was American Standard Champion, which they have American Standard Champions there, but it's not the same one, because I bought 3 of them when I bought the house. 3 American Standard Champions. They were supposed to be like the Cadillac of toilets. You could flush a bucket of golf balls. That's what it says in the box. It literally said you could. Oh, Kelly, the water was running through the garage ceiling. The water was running out of the garage door. There was water running out of underneath the garage door into the driveway. I still don't have the basement all cleaned out. The advertisement said you can flush a bucket of golf balls. It literally shows a bucket, like a driving range bucket of golf balls on the picture of the box. Which, in my opinion, if you shit a bucket of golf balls, you have more problems than how much pressure or whatever your toilet is capable of flushing. I don't understand the advertisement, but it is what it is. And it says lifetime warranty, so probably, I guess if I would have called them, I don't know. I bought 3 of them. When the kids were living here, the one in their bathroom broke and water was leaking. It wasn't as bad as this, thank God. But I just realized the other day, there's ceiling tiles over here that are stained. And it has to go back to that. It has to go back to when their toilet leaked. Because there's ceiling tiles over there that are stained. And I never noticed it. Because they're the type ones that are tight against the wall. I just realized that this past week. Because I was like, what the fuck is leaking here? And then I was like, oh, it must have been from when the toilet leaked. But anyway, we replaced that tank. Meemaw bought a tank on Amazon. And we replaced it. And so I said, well, Google, get another tank. And she went on there and it's not available. So they must have discontinued it. I mean, it's 10 years old. But it's fucking bullshit. So we could have tried. Because it had a possible replacement. But I'm like, is it worth it? Because even that was, I think she said it was $100-something. And so I bought a new toilet. It was $180 something. I don't remember. But I said I got to get a toilet. And she's like, who's going to put that in? I'm like, me. She's like, you can do that. I'm like, who the fuck do you think put the first one in? So, anyway, toilet's been replaced. The old toilet's on the front porch. Shocking. The tanks in the garbage, they're fucking heavy. If you never picked up a toilet, you wouldn't think it'd be so goddamn heavy. She said, what are we going to do with it? I said, I'm going to throw it off the porch and let it hit the ground and break into pieces so I can more easily put it in the garbage can. And we'll just put pieces out every week. I put the tank and the lid in the garbage can this week. The whole thing together weighs 100 pounds, which is crazy. I guess I could take it to work and throw it in the dumpster at work. Danny won't tell on me. He might. I don't fucking know. We got Danny. We still got to get Danny out here. Danny said he doesn't want to come out here because he's afraid he's going to drink too much. He's not going to be able to get home. He will be at Spoonapalooza, though. He promised me he'd be at Spoonapalooza. So if anybody wanted to meet Danny, he'll be here. That's good, Kelly. Listen, it's good. It's good to have knowledge. Put it in the yard, float some ducks in it. I should just fucking put a flower in it or something. Maybe I'll put one of Meemaw's roses in it. She said, I said, listen. I said, you got to help me carry it. They're heavy as fuck. I said, Meemaw, you got to help me carry this out. So we carried it out to the front porch, and she said, her exact words, man, this smells like shit. I'm like, you don't say. And I said, listen, I said, as discussed previously, you're the only one that ever uses it. She's like, you never use the toilet? I'm like, no. I'm like, the only thing I would use the toilet for is peeing. And why would I pee in the toilet if the shower's right there? Ken, it's all pipes. Not only are they heavy, but they all come in one box. Every time I'm on a job site, the toilet comes in 3 boxes: the base, the tank, and the seat. There's 3 boxes every time I'm on a job site. When they deliver the stuff, it's full of shit. They're full, and so I was just like, oh, just take the car. I thought about taking Meemaw's Jeep, but I knew she had to run into town or shop or whatever. So I was like, well, I'm not going to take her Jeep in case she has to go. I'll just take my car. It's no big deal. Well, it is a big deal because so a complete toilet in one box is a pretty big fucking box. So I was like, it should fit in my car. It would have fit in my old car because my old car was a 2-door. So the front door is huge. This is a 4-door. So it didn't fit in the door. And I'm like, uh-oh. And I opened the trunk, and it did fit in the trunk. I couldn't close the trunk, but it did fit in the trunk. So it hung out of the trunk on the way home. But anyway, it's here. It's installed. It works. Best of my knowledge, it doesn't leak. I didn't see any water anywhere. And I did pee in it today and flushed. Spoonman approved. I like it better than the old one anyway. It's a little more streamlined. The old one just seemed very big. I guess you need more room to flush golf balls. Oh, that's purple. That's a shot, by the way, right there. Purple People Eater shot. Raspberry liqueur, blue carousel, cranberry juice, and vodka. This is going to be strong. Probably why it's a shot. Also, it's not a shot. Welcome to Spoonman Salute. Purple People Eater shot is raspberry liqueur, blue carousel, cranberry juice, and vodka. Bottoms up. It does taste purple. That's weird. It doesn't taste great, but it does taste purple. That's fucking weird. I don't know how purple can have a flavor profile, but it really does. That started with Scott and Jenny one night. Oh my God, how long ago was that? That's probably 3 years ago or more. When that whole purple drink flavor thing came up. That was back in the good old days when Jenny didn't have a job. That was fun. It definitely tastes purple. It's pretty good. Well, YOLO's still the best. I think we're gonna do. I think we're gonna do like a couple more. We're gonna do a couple more veteran packages this month, yeah. Because we got. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have at least 9 more. Actually, I think there's 2 more names. We have 9 more listed with all the information, and I have 2 more names where I just have a name and a phone number. So I have to call. So that's a pot. I don't know if those could be active duty people too. I'm not sure. I have to call because down there at the event, if people don't have the, listen, I can't. Trust me. I'm just saying. If you tasted it, you'd be like, wow, that tastes like purple. I'm just saying, it doesn't taste like grapes, but it does taste purple. I can't explain it. We've gone through this. Anyway, there's 2 more names on the paper with just phone numbers. So when people don't have their information, I'm like, listen, if you don't have their information, just put your name and number down, and I'll call you, and we'll work on that. So I have to call those people. See, Mike knows what's up. I don't know how to explain it. Like, here's what my thought process is. A purple popsicle, like a Freezy Pop, right? Is that what it's called? The ones in the plastic bag thing is. The purple Freezy Pop does not taste like grapes. It tastes purple. That's what it tastes like, a purple Freezy Pop. Does that make you feel better? I don't know what to tell you. Purple Freezy Pops are not grape flavored. I don't think. No, they're not. Maybe they are. Do we have one in here? No, there's no grape. There's Pedialyte. We got Pedialyte Freezy Pops in there. They don't really hit like I thought they might. Also, Pedialyte's got artificial colors in it, so I'm done with that. Liquid IV's okay. I got another one on my rabbit hole list I gotta try. Element is fucking salty, and I drank 2 of them today, so maybe it'll take care of those shin cramps. I always have one next to my bed, because if I wake up in the night and I feel thirsty, like my mouth is dry, that's what I drink. It's sodium, potassium, and magnesium. That's what Element is. LMNT. They're salty, really salty. All right. That's all I got. Anybody else got anything for me? If not, I'm going to clean this mess up. And, it's 2. I can't go to sleep yet. If I go to sleep right now, I'll be up at fucking 4 o'clock in the morning again. You have to try. What is that? BUOY? I don't know what it's called. I think I have 2 others. So on my, I said this before. This is funny. It's funny to me. I don't know if it's funny, but it's funny to me. I have a notes app on my phone. So I have like a Walmart, Weis, Lowe's, Tractor Supply. And then I have a side job one. So if somebody messages me, if I go to look at someone's garage when they get a broken spring or something, when I measure the spring, I put the spring size in the miscellaneous or side job app or whatever, just so I remember what the spring size was. And now the most recent one I have added is called Rabbit Hole. So every time I go down a rabbit hole of whatever, when I go down the rabbit hole and then I start doing research on things and I find something, vitamin, mineral, supplement, whatever it is. Oh yeah, I saw those, Kelly. I saw those. I wonder if that's the one I have. I don't remember. I think I have 2 different ones saved on my thing. I just saw one the other day, and the sodium in it is Himalayan. It's made with Himalayan pink salt. But now the research out on Himalayan pink salt is that it's bad. That it's not necessarily bad, but a lot of it is bad because it comes out of China. And when China mines it, they don't give a fuck when they run into heavy metals. They just, if they hit a vein of heavy metals while they're digging out the salt, they don't care. It doesn't get third party tested, so it just gets in there. So you want to avoid that. I don't know what the answer is. You know what I mean? The problem is every time something comes up that's good, everybody copies it. Like vitamin D, for example. Vitamin D and K2, vitamin D3 K2 is a great supplement. But as soon as it comes out, then 1,000 fucking companies copy it. And if they're out of China, they copy it They make the packaging look exactly the same, and it's degraded. It's shit. It's not the same, but yeah. So it is what it is. I don't know what to do. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, I was like, you do this, and I said, listen, at the end of the day, if I'm going to do the drink of the day, it is what it is, and you're doing the drink of the day. So you're not going to be perfect. I said, but if I can fix 5 things that if I could do 5 different things that will make me way healthier than what I was doing, but I still do 2 things that are bad, it's still better than doing 7 things that are bad. So what can you do? Unless I'm going to quit doing the drink of the day, this is going to disappoint Kelly and Ken. I know, but here's the problem, Kelly. This is what Kelly, trust me, I get that. But here's the problem. This is what they do. This is the fucking get around. What they do is same thing as honey. The honey out of China has been so adulterated, for lack of a better term, that what they did was the FDA banned Chinese honey from being imported into the United States. So now what China does is they take their honey, they send it to Pakistan, and then Pakistan sends it to the United States, and it's the same fucking Chinese honey, but it says it's from Pakistan. So that's the problem with the salt. You could buy it, and it'll say pink Himalayan salt from Pakistan, but it came from China. They sent it to Pakistan, and then it got packaged in Pakistan and sent here. So it's the same fucking salt. That's the problem. How, you know what I mean? It's fucking hard. The only way to really get it fixed was if the FDA really did their job, which I think RFK Jr. is trying to get to happen. The problem is the government going to allow it to happen? And when I say the government, I'm not talking about the president or the Congress, I'm talking about the lobbyists who run the fucking country. That's where we are. That's the problem. That's the problem where we are. The lobbyists run the country. And you can say that I'm a conspiracy theorist and everybody else is a conspiracy theorist, but anybody who's worth their fucking weight in fucking shit knows that that's what's going on. It's bought and paid for by the big companies with all the money. They pay a lobbyist $2 billion or $2 million or whatever it is to go there, pay off the congressman to vote for their initiatives. That's what happens. That's where we are. And the only way to fix it is to burn it to the ground and start over again, which seems like what Elon's trying to do, and they won't let him do it because look at the fight. If somebody came into your house, if somebody came into your life because you were struggling financially and said, man, look at all this wasteful spending that's going on inside of your life because whoever it is, your accountant, your financial advisor, your whomever, they do this, and this. And you were like, instead of you being mad at the people manipulating you and taking your money, you were mad at the person who showed you what was happening. That's what's going on right now. Which obviously, they're all getting kickbacks. So if all of this gets cleaned up, their kickbacks go away. Of course they're going to fight against it. And if you think that this is some giant conspiracy that people are making up, then you're part of the problem. You're brainwashed by CNN and Fox News and all the big... Pick everyone. I don't give a fuck left or right. Every single news organization, every big news organization is corrupt. Period. And they're not corrupt necessarily intentionally, but they're taking money. They're getting paid. The commercials brought to you by Pfizer. But every fucking other commercial on CNN, Fox News, every single news organization, left or right, brought to you by Pfizer. They're all bought and paid for by Big Pharma. And it's that simple. They pay for the... How many... they said this. It was a guy on Rogan's show. Hello, Kimberly. He said, how many people do you think go... They're watching TV and they see a commercial for XYZ drug, whatever it is. And, oh my God, wow, you know what? I have that. I should ask my doctor about that drug. How many people do you think that happens? Where they see a commercial on TV and they call their doctor and say, hey, I saw this commercial. Let me try this drug. Zero. No people. Their budget for advertising is like $800 million, almost $1 trillion a year in advertising budget for Big Pharma. They don't do it because they're selling more pharmaceuticals. They do it because if CNN, let's just use CNN for example. No, let's not. Let's use Fox, because then if I use CNN, whatever. Let's use Fox. Right-leaning, allegedly, news organization. Let's say Fox is... The money they make their money from commercials. Anyone who doesn't understand that, they make their money from commercials. So let's say that their commercial revenue for the year, I don't have any idea, but let's just say it's $100 million. 90 million of that 100 million comes from Big Pharma. Well, if Fox News comes on and they say, well, this fucking vaccine doesn't work. The COVID vaccine doesn't work. It's not going to help you. Well, then all the companies that make the COVID vaccine, who paid them $40 million that year to advertise their COVID vaccines, well, fuck you. We're not advertising with you if you're going to talk shit about our vaccines. And they pull their money. So that's what they're paying for. They're not paying to try to actually advertise their drugs. They're paying so that they don't criticize their drugs. That's what they're paying for. Now, you can call that whatever you want. It's like reverse blackmail, basically, is what it is. And that is not, like, I'm talking Fox News, okay? So that's not a left issue. But CNN, Fox News, NBC News, they're all the same. Every single one of them makes 90 or more % of their revenue from Big Pharma. Period. So, if they could get all those commercials off TV, they won't be able to. But that's what RFK Jr. said he's going to try to do. If they can fucking stop doing that, there's 2 countries in the entire planet, New Zealand and us, that allow pharmaceutical commercials on television. 2 countries on the planet. And New Zealand's is even way more strict than ours is. So, yeah, our system is bought and paid for 1,000% by Big Pharma. It's a weird balance, you know. Anyway, welcome to fucking Crosstalk, or whatever the fuck. Something. Alright. Let me clean this fucking mess up. I'll be here tomorrow, at some point. Maybe it won't be, maybe it'll be tomorrow, not tomorrow night. I don't know, but I'll be back tomorrow. Monday night we'll be on the Colossal Community Radio Podcast. Colossal Community Podcast. I guess it's just Colossal Community Podcast. That's what it's called. They're live on Facebook. Colossal Radio, right here. That's the, see this picture right here? That's the Colossal Radio. Wait, right there. That's what, it's a free app. Go on your app store, Colossal Radio. That's it. It's a radio station. It's a radio station. Doc runs the radio station. He's good with requests. He's like a what's his music type, Kelly? How would you? He's like a classic rock, sort of older music kind of guy. We may do that tomorrow, Kelly. He likes classic rock stuff, but he'll play anything. You fucking request a song, he'll play it, whatever it is. So it's not my kind of music. I like the guy. He's a good guy. So I try to listen during the week. What I like to do really is, so if what you do is you listen to the music, you listen to him. He gets on there. He does little interludes, whatever. It's not a talk radio show for sure. If it was, I'd listen 1,000% of the time. But I'll go on there and I'll send him comments. I'll send, like, you go on Facebook, you just send him messages on Facebook, and then I'll hear him laugh, so I know he got the message. And so I just, I fuck with him all the time. It's what I do. And but anyway, it's Colossal Radio. They got a podcast show. The podcast show is on Colossal Radio. It would be aired on Colossal Radio. It'll also be aired on Facebook Live, and they have a YouTube page. I'll be on there Monday night talking about Spoonapalooza. It's an hour-long podcast, so there's 2 half-hour segments. That's how they break it up. He called me and asked me if I wanted to be a co-host. I co-hosted last year on one of his shows for him. And, oh, yeah, the afternoon show, 1 to 4. Yeah, Uncle Kev. Kelly, you know what the cool thing is? There you go. The cool thing is Uncle Kevin that does the afternoon show 1 to 4, Kelly, he's in Out of Shape. So he'll be here for Spoonapalooza. He plays in the second band that's playing. They'll be playing probably 2 o'clock or something. Yeah. So I never met the guy yet. Doc sent me, I guess, I don't know what day it was. One of the days this week, like when he comes in, every once in a while Doc and him, like, so Doc's show goes from 8 to 11. No. Doc's show goes from 9 to 12. And then from 12 to 1 is the all request lunch. So he does that sometimes. And then, like, he'll DJ a little bit in that mix. And then at 1 o'clock, Kevin comes on. So sometimes before Kevin comes on, the two of them will talk, like, a little bit on the air. And I don't know what day it was. And Doc talked to him and mentioned Spoonapalooza. And, you know, then he messaged me and said that he was talking to him, like, off air about it. And he said he's fucking pumped to be down here playing for Spoonapalooza. So hopefully, I think, I love Jeff. Jeff's a great guy. He's super supportive of the group. And I think we overdid it this year. I think 5 bands is too many. But, you know, it's hard to say no. When people offer to come and play, it's fucking hard to say no. But there's bands that committed to play here. They're playing for free. I pay the sound guy, but the band's coming. They donate their time. They're playing for free. And they start at noon this year. So please, anybody out there listening or watching, please, if you want to show up, I'd love for people to come up here, be here at noon. I don't care if you can't. I don't care if you come here at noon and you leave at, you know, if you come here at noon and you leave at 4 or whatever, or you just come here for 2 hours or whatever. But there's going to be live music here from noon until possibly midnight. It's fucking crazy. And it's awesome. And it's just, I love the fact that there's a lot of local people, hell, one of the bands is coming here from South Carolina. And they're coming here, they'll be playing Friday night at CBI. So if you want to see them at CBI, go ahead. I'm going to probably be, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get over there because it's the last day. Here's the problem. If y'all buy your ducks early, I'll be able to go see them. But if you do like last year and you buy 500 ducks on Friday, there ain't no fucking way I'm getting over there. It ain't going to happen. Listen, Michael, you show up, buddy. I'm all in. I'll be awake at 5. Matter of fact, Mike, maybe not 5. 6, I'll be awake at 5. By 6, I'll be cold plunging. So if you want to come over here and cold plunge, I got the new ice machine. I just dumped a bucket of ice before I went live tonight. I'm going to dump another bucket the second I come off here. I'm pumped now, baby, because I got the cold tank. It was 50. It got up to it was up to like 58 degrees, which is stupid. That's not even cold. So I drained it, washed it out, refilled it, because it refills out the hose at 54. Put some ice buckets in there. Ice blocks, jugs, half-gallon jugs. Put them in there and had that going. And I got it down to like 51. And now I got this new ice machine. So I've been dumping ice in there crazy for the last day and a half. And today when I went in there, it was 45. So we're getting there. We're going to get that fucker down in the 30s yet. Soon. I'm excited. I ate enough deer meat out of my freezer and venison and beef and pork that now my freezers are getting a little, they're not low, but there's enough room that I got 3 bottles in the garage refrigerator. I got 10 bottles in the chest freezer, and I got 24 bottles in the big upright freezer. So we're going to get that fucker cold. So if you want a cold plunge, let me know. I'll be cold plunging Spoonapalooza morning and the morning after. The best hangover cure in the whole world is cold plunging. And I'm not joking. I'm dead serious. If you have a fucking hangover and you fucking go in a cold, ice cold cold plunge for 3 minutes, your hangover's gone. I promise you. It's crazy, but it works. It's not fun, but it does work. It's effective. I will take effectiveness every day. I could probably use this. I could probably use the secretary Friday. But this is what I need Friday night. I need a sober secretary. Because here's the problem. Mike and Callie come in here from Iowa. They'll be in town, and they'll be here, and I absolutely love it. The problem is when somebody comes here from far away, or they come here, I don't give a fuck if they come here from town. When somebody comes out here for the drink of the day, I want it to be memorable. So we shouldn't be drinking that night the way that we do, but we do, and it's funny. And, so it is what it is. Listen, at the end of the day, everything was taken care of. We didn't make, every number was accounted for properly. It was a, it was a horrific, I don't know what the word is. It was rough. I'm just going to say I was up until I think 2:30 or 3:30 in the morning or something trying to sort it all out. Going back and rewatching lives from days and days and days before because I missed a number or something. And then I got up at 6 a.m. the next day, so I was running on like 2.5 hours sleep. Hello, Eric. And yeah, it was a nightmare. It was horrific. I'm going to be better this year. I learned a little bit last year, I think. I also need to find Adrian. First of all, I got to do spreadsheet stuff. Look at this. Maybe tomorrow. Look at this fucking shit. These are all not in the computer. There's like 15 or 16 sheets here right now. I mean, that's 160 drinks right there. That's not in the computer yet. So I got to catch up on that and get us caught up to date, see where we are number-wise, where we're at, what drink number we're going to do at Spoonapalooza, map all that out, plan it out from here to there, and then, and then find a drink, whatever that drink number is going to be, whether that drink number 4,250 or drink number 4,300. I don't even know where we are. I don't have a clue, to be quite honest with you. And then the long-term forecast, because this is Spoonapalooza 4, so the long-term forecast is Spoonapalooza 5 in June of 2026 will be drink number 5,000. That's the long-term forecast. Let's fucking map this out. It will be June 6th. June 6th, 2026. So that's one day. So what's 2027? Nope, that's back to the 5th. Wait a minute, what day did we start? Yeah, that's right. Wait a minute. Yeah, June 5th. So 2027, Spoonapalooza 6 will be on the date of inception. I think. Right? Didn't we start on June 5th? Where's fucking Scott when I need him? I think we started on June 5th. So that'll be Spoonapalooza 6. Hold on 1 second. June 5th, yes, that's right. So June 5th will be 2027. So Spoonapalooza 6. Spoonapalooza 6 will be on the date that the group started. Next year will be the 6th. Spoonapalooza 5 will be on June 6th. I like it. That's right. So, yeah, that's right. The calendar repeats itself every 6 years. 6 or 7, 6 years, right? Something like that. It's got to do with fucking... It jumps one day. It moves back one day every year, but then leap year screws it up. So, I think it's 6. Something like that, whatever it is. Anyway, June 6th next year. Let's get through this fucking year first. And listen, this all depends on whether or not my liver stays together. I did consider stopping the drink of the day at 5,000. I also considered stopping the drink of the day yesterday. So, just the fact that I'm still here, Listen, I'm a trooper. I'm here. We do what we do. We need more guests though. We got to get back to guests because it's way more fun when there's guests. And then somebody's like, "Oh, let me know." I'm like, "No, you let me know." Like I feel weird reaching out to people and saying, "Hey, do you want to stop by today or tomorrow or whatever the day is?" Oh, here's a weird situation. So my watch, Mima got me this watch, right? And she got me covered, like a cover that covers the watch so you don't break the screen. So I was out in the shed today. I have a screen to cover the. We have a 6-foot water, like a cast iron tub from Tractor Supply that we keep chicks in when we have chicks. Right now there's 24 chicks in the garage or something like that. I guess there's 24 chicks. Well, I guess there's 23. Whatever. I guess there's 23 chicks out there, something like that. But they're starting to get a little flighty, so we had to put the lid on it. So it's a screen from a drop light, like the grates. I don't know where it fucking came from, but I have it. So I was looking for it. It was out in the shed. I got it out of the shed. Well, there's the plastic, Kelly will understand this, where we do the Spoon and Palooza stuff. I have that 4x8 sheets of plastic, that PVC that we put to tables. We have one in the front, one in the back. The girls stay in between it. And then, so the back one is still there. It's never been taken down since last year's Spoon and Palooza. The other one is out in the shed. So I went out in the shed for something, and there's a whole bunch of that plastic standing inside the shed. So I was like kicking the bottom in to stand it up straighter so it doesn't take up so much room. So I'm kicking the thing back, and I'm like, I pull one sheet back and I kick one again, and I move this one over, whatever, and I'm going through all that stuff, and then I'm like, I saw the cover for my watch, and I'm like, holy shit, the cover must have knocked off when I was moving this stuff around. So I reached under and I grabbed it and I clicked it back on my watch, and I'm like, what? This fucking cover, I must have knocked this cover off of my watch like in January when I was out there doing something. Because I went to hit the button and I can't hit the button because the watch cover like goes around the button and I couldn't really hit it right. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, oh my God, this cover must have been off of this watch for 5 months now. And I never realized it was missing. So it was a weird sort of revelation. Hello, Jana. Jana, did you get your ducks? Oh, I was going to say, yeah, but that's not you. You did not. Jana, you didn't get your ducks. Do you need any eggs, by the way? We have eggs. Jana's been out here for eggs before. No, you did not get your ducks. I might try to... Oh, no, they ain't going to come down here tomorrow. I'm still trying to get the kids over here to draw ducks. But they were here today. Well, she was here today. Maybe I'll see if they're available tomorrow. I got fucking notifications on 2 fucking phones. I can't monitor 2 phones at once. I have a hard enough time doing once. And are the ducks still... Oh, yeah, the ducks are available. Yeah, we've only sold 162. See, right here's the thing. Here's where we are. Here's where we got to get to. Wait, we're all the way up here in the clouds. I'll move it all the way down so you can see the top. We got a long way to go. Yeah. Well, if you want to stop for ducks, I mean for eggs, or ducks, or both, I'll be here tomorrow. Right? Yeah, I'll be butchering chickens tomorrow. If you want some fresh cut chicken breasts, they're not going to be good though to eat. I mean, they're good. They're just tough. You can't cook them and eat them. They're too old. But there's too many roosters. We have to get rid of some roosters. So there's 2 roosters that I'm not allowed to end. I don't know what the word is for it. Mima's she's got some specifics. That's all I got. Anyway, okay. I'm good. Good night, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be here tomorrow at some point. Happy Mother's Day. If you're not here tomorrow, if you are here tomorrow, I'll say Happy Mother's Day again. And maybe I'll look for some Mother's Day drinks tonight. I also have to. I did find some duck drinks last night. I just didn't write them down. So we're gonna do a duck drink or two at the. I might say. Well, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I gotta find something good for Spoonapalooza. I want something big. Did you see the chickens on top of the mountain? No. I have no idea what you're talking about. Chickens on top of the mountain? No. Chickens are hard as fuck to catch, I can tell you that right now. I'll just say that. If you don't corner them, you ain't catching them. Mm-mm. Unless it's dark. Sometimes when it's dark, they're stupid and they just fly into they fly into walls and shit. They must not be able to see at night. Because they fly into shit that there's like, what are you doing? There's 2 roosters. So obviously somebody wanted to get rid of roosters. Well, we don't rescue roosters. We eat roosters. Not we. I do. Listen, if there's chicken barbecue at Spoonapalooza, mind your own fucking business. Don't worry about what happened. There will be turkey barbecue because we have a turkey. Here's what happened. Somebody donated a turkey last year. Dropped off a turkey here for Give a Gobbler. And I forgot it. So what I did was I went into the Giant and I bought a turkey to replace the turkey that was donated. So now I have a turkey in my freezer that was donated that I replaced. So that turkey there, we're gonna cook that fucker and we're gonna make turkey barbecue. So there absolutely will be turkey barbecue at Spoonapalooza. If there's chicken mixed in with it, well, it is what it is. You're on your own. No, I'm going to make the chicken into pizza. I'm going to grind it, food process it, or whatever, and I'm going to make pizza crust with it. I'm a big recycler. Mima, not so much. Ooh, I wonder if she'll eat it. Maybe if she knows that it's chicken made out of... Maybe if she knows that it's pizza crust made out of chickens that she petted at some point in her life, she won't eat it. Because normally she boss hogged her way and eats all my pizza. She likes it, so there's something to be said for that, but... Anyway, there'll be one crock pot with turkey barbecue in it for sure, because I gotta get that turkey out of my freezer because I need room for my fucking water bottles for my cold tank. Because summer's coming, and when it gets to summer, you gotta put 150 pounds of ice in that thing every day just to keep it in the 50s. Like when I say 50s, I mean like 50. Like around 50. So, I prefer if it was in the 30s so it's fucking miserable. It's not even cold today, and I sat today for over an hour not wanting to go out there, which is good. That's a good sign. If you don't want to do it, it makes it better. It's healthy. It's better for you if you don't want to do it. Anything in life. Trust me, life sucks, okay? Everybody has... life doesn't suck. Whatever. It is, you get out of it what you put into it. That's that. But you're always going to have hardships in life. If you intentionally add hardships to your life, when you come across things that are less convenient, for a matter of fact, they're easier to deal with. If you intentionally fucking put hard obstacles in your way and things you don't want to do and fucking bullshit that you hate every day, when you run into situations that would normally throw you off kilter, you're more easily adaptable to handle those situations. So, the more things you do that you hate, the easier your life will be. I'm telling you. This is proven science. I mean, I'm not making this up. This is just... All I do all day long is listen to podcasts of people way smarter than me. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. That's all I'm saying. That's true also. Get yourself in smarter rooms than you are and learn something. Never stop learning. Keep that mush up top growing. That's what you want to do forever. Exactly. Right, Mike. Exactly. Push yourself to do things that you don't think is possible. I I have a 100-gallon I have 200-gallon propane tanks, but I have one out here in the garage. It's got to go over to the other garage. So I was like, normally when I have shit that's got to go to the other garage, I make a big pile in front of the garage door until the pile gets too big that I can't get in and out of the garage. And then I bring the four-wheeler with the trailer over. And I'm like, oh, that's fucking stupid. So I loaded up a 100-gallon propane tank on a handcart and fucking drug it across the grass over there today, which was ridiculous. It was the stupidest fucking thing you could do. I could have done it 1,000 ways easier. But if you're not crunched for time, you just make your life a little bit harder intentionally. That way when the hard shit comes that you're not expecting, it's more easy for you to accommodate it and take a deep breath. All right, well, this sucks, but let's figure it out. What do we do here? You know? Trust me, when I went upstairs last Monday night and there was water shooting all over my fucking bathroom and there was a half an inch of water on top of the tile, the fucking closet carpet's still wet. And the worst thing is the whole room needs to still be shampooed. And I'm like, God damn, like it's freaking... That part doesn't. The water in the shop vac looked like chocolate milk. But we have dogs, so it is what it is. All right. That's all I got tonight. I'll be here at some point tomorrow. Maybe I'll do early afternoon before Mima gets home from work. I think she works 12 to 4 tomorrow. It's Mother's Day at the 110, so it's like a buffet style thing. And it's like, I think it's one of those kind of all hand on deck situations. But anyway, she's got the early shift, so she's pretty happy about that. She'll be home by 4. I don't think the boys will be here. I'm going to try to get the boys down here tomorrow to draw ducks. If they don't, they don't. But if they do, we got currently 162 ducks drawn and paid for, which is pretty cool because we've been selling ducks for 2 days. And the first year we sold 288 ducks. So we're well more than halfway of the first year in 2 days, which is awesome. That's just awesome. So thank you everybody who supports what we do every single day. I cannot thank you enough. That's it. So good night, everyone. See you tomorrow. Thank you everybody every single day for everything that everybody does to keep this group going. So invite your friends. Listen, if your friends are supportive of the military, invite them to our group. Let them know what we do. Invite them in here. Fucking go down through your friends list. Invite fucking 500 friends today. If your friends don't support the military, you should get new friends. My opinion. Anyway. All right, Jana. We'll be here. Somebody will be here. I'll be here all day. I think I'll be here all day. I'll make sure that if I got to go somewhere tomorrow, I'll leave while Mima's here, so somebody will be here. And, yeah. That's all I got. I'll be at the Colossal Community Podcast Monday night. And next Saturday, I will be at the Zinc City Dragway on 209. Where there's a show out there called Sip Along the Strip. There's going to be a bunch of wineries, I think, and breweries, and maybe fucking distilleries. I don't fucking know. There's a bunch of shit going on up there. We're one of the vendors that got invited to be there. We're going to be there. We're going to have our shit set up. We're going to have all of our merchandise, everything. We're going to have the General's Hot Sauce, Wild Creek Honey, all of our merchandise, t-shirts, sweatshirts, cooking aprons, baseball hats, winter hats, glassware. Maybe we'll even sell ducks up there. Maybe I'll take the garbage can up there and we'll let people buy ducks and draw their own ducks while they're there. Fuck it. That's a good idea. That sounds like a Jensenism right there. Kelly, that's a Jensenism. He says that to me all the time. What do you think about this, Papa? I think that would be a good idea. Papa, maybe we should go for a ride in that four-wheeler. I think that would be a good idea. Little fucker. All right. Good night, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting us. Never apologize for being patriotic. Peace.